Hi there, I'm Mr. Rydell here at CFAA Winter Haven, and I wanted to take a moment to highlight some of our student successes. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we're up to in my 5th period aerospace assembly class.
Hello, my name's Daegen Carmichael. I'm a student here at CFAA Winter Haven with Mr. Rydell's 5th period class, and we've begun some new projects recently, including the plane, which is actually behind me. They're working on it actively. They are working on currently assembling Assembly 1, which is the firewall between the two parts of the aircraft, which is the cockpit and the actual engine block. And right now they're putting on Assembly 2, and most of these are clecos holding it together. So, just temporary. Well, after we add these clecos in, we're going to put in blind rivets, which we will then attach with a pneumatic gun or a manual one, usually the pneumatic one with compressed air. And then from there, we're just going to move on. So behind me, we're actually working on continuing the sorting process, which is getting all the pieces together and ready for the next step of building. So after this assembly, we're going to have the next one to do, and we just got to get all of that together, which is what they're working on behind me. Well, we've certainly had some challenges as well as some pretty good things that have happened. On the good side, we've gotten lots of it started as Assembly 1's going and Assembly 2 is beginning. We've also gotten lots of practice done. However, that doesn't come without challenges. We've ran into things like the first rivet actually was a little bit of a challenge for us. We put in the first rivet and it was actually a defective rivet. It wouldn't work properly. We tried manually doing it. We tried using the pneumatic rivet gun. All of them weren't working, so we eventually had to file it out and remove it before we could do anything. But we then re-riveted it and had no problems. Well, I'm part of the first class that came to this airport. Before this, there were people who were out there getting everything they could from just our campus at school. But now we're out here at the airport. And that's the same thing for me. They laid the foundation for me to get out here, and I'm laying the foundation for another class to continue on, just as the rest of us are. Everyone's laying it brick by brick. And so that way, at the end, it takes a team to get everything done, and tons of people will be involved, and eventually we will have a brick house. But each person is laying a brick. Each class is laying with 20 bricks. So I know that this project will be done someday, and I'll be glad to come back and see it when it is done. But until then, I'm glad to say I helped to lay my brick. I'm sure everyone else here is too.